"He's breathing," Franz mutters, kneeling beside the battered form of Brother Thaddeus. Blood drips from the monk's mouth, his robes torn and darkened by bruises and grime. But he lives. The others gather in tense silence, standing among the trampled brush and scorched earth of the forest clearing. Overhead, the skies have stilled. The last of the beastmen fled moments ago, scattering in terror before the sudden descent of hundreds of shrieking birds, ravens, crows, hawks, like a plague sent from the heavens. A flock of doom. Cleo, pale and shaken, scans the tree line. Somewhere out there, the one who commanded the birds must still be watching. Then he hears it, a sound, soft, distant, a deep, mournful hum rising from the stone like breath from a sleeper. The defiled waystone is humming. Cleo feels it in his chest, a pull, a calling. Without a word, he begins to walk toward the monolith, slow, mesmerized. Dwinbar sees the boy move and stands, alarmed but curious, following him with cautious steps. From the shadows beneath the trees, a shape emerges, tall, silent, wild. The shaman, the man from the cliff top, the master of the birds. He strides into the clearing barefoot, his frame towering, wrapped in layered hides and feathered bone charms. His scent, earth, sweat, beast, fills the air. His skin is streaked with ochre and ash. He does not greet them. He doesn't even look their way. Instead, he circles the monolith, whispering, sniffing the wind, muttering in a language older than Reichsspiel, older than the Empire. Finally, he speaks. "This one is sick," he says, laying a clawed hand on the stone. His fingers trace the black runes etched deep into the weathered surface. Not dead. Not yet. But if it's wounded again, the hills will split, and the children of chaos will crawl back, like maggots to meat. He kicks aside the charred bones and foul offerings scattered around the stone's base, then removes a hawthorn twig from his satchel. With it, he draws a circle in the soil and plants it, firm and deliberate. Cleo steps closer. Dwinbar follows. The shaman glances at the boy. "You feel it too, don't you?" Cleo nods, hesitant. The sensation is unfamiliar but powerful. He's felt the forest's whispers before, but this is different, stronger, alive. The shaman watches him, eyes narrowed. "You carry the breath of the winds, young one. Untamed, unshaped, but not without purpose." "The winds?" Cleo asks in a whisper. The shaman simply nods. Then, without ceremony, he slashes his palm with a clawed nail. Blood flows freely. The gesture echoes what Cleo witnessed in the ritual just minutes ago, yet this time it feels sacred, not tainted. "Will you help me cleanse it?" the shaman asks. "Let it breathe again." Before Cleo can answer, the man presses his bloody hand to the stone and begins to chant. "Stone of silence, stone of sleep, hear me. I am the claw that guards the hill. You were made to watch, to drink the winds, to let none twist them. They came with fire and filth and bone and blood, but you still breathe." His voice deepens, straining under the weight of the ritual. His brow tightens. Sweat beads on his skin, as if he's holding back a storm with his bare hands. He turns to Cleo. "Speak your name to the stone, boy. Let it remember you. Now." Cleo hesitates only a second. He mirrors the gesture, cuts his palm, and steps forward, presses his hand to the rock. "I am Cleo Asherose of the Drakwold." And then, it awakens. Greetings, noble listener, and welcome back to the Temple of Verena. I am Brother Clavius, your humble narrator. Before we continue, I would like to ask you a small favor. Please leave a like and a comment on this video, as it really helps us combat the dark gods of the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Now let's get back to our story. Chapter 8. The Shaman. As his skin touches the monolith, a surge of force races through Cleo's body, wild, primal, unrelenting. His mind is flung into a current of color and sound. He sees visions, places he's never been, times long gone, shadows moving through light. Countless voices cry out, Countless eyes look back. From far away, the shaman's voice booms like thunder behind a waterfall. By hoof and fang, by root and sky, I name the wound and cast it out. A wind whips through the clearing. Leaves rise, dust spirals. Dwinbar, watching in disbelief, is suddenly compelled to act. He steps forward and lays his hand beside theirs. Instantly, he feels it too. The pulse, the hum, a vibration from the stone's heart. For a moment, he sees it. Colourful threads of energy swirling around Cleo, the shaman, the waystone. "Old friend, we stand by you," the shaman howls. "Spit their symbols, break their curses, let the beasts choke on their own stink." Franz and Gerhardt stand frozen, staring. Nothing in their travels has prepared them for this. "Gur, wind of amber, run beneath me wild and clean. Let our friend breathe again." The black runes on the waystone shimmer, then crackle, then crumble away like burnt parchment. The vibration peaks, then fades. Silence. The wind dies down. The birds are gone. A stillness settles. Cleo, Dwinbar, and the shaman step back from the monolith. All is quiet now. The shaman nods. "Welcome back, old friend." He turns to the companions. "I thank you. The stone thanks you," he explains. The waystone had been defiled, twisted by the children of chaos, who sought to pollute the winds of magic and remake the monolith into a beacon of corruption. For months he has tracked their trail through the howling hills, a path of decay and madness. The companions share their own tale, the missing Pegasus, the wizard Blitzen, the journey from Delbers. At the mention of Hieronymus Blitzen, the shaman's brow darkens. That starseer knows this stone. He's seen it bleed in his dreams, but he's caged himself in brass and parchment, watches the sky while the roots rot beneath him. He snorts. Sky-touched, he used to walk these hills, tend to the land, long ago, before the stone sang wrong. Now he hides in his tower of dust and thinking. He shakes his head in dismay. The wizards of the 8 colleges were sworn to protect these stones. Blitzen forgot, or chose not to remember. His kind can smell the storm before it breaks, but still he waits. Dreams of omens while beasts gnaw the bones of the world. What use are dreams without action? He pauses. He'll come sniffing now. Too late, but he'll come. Cleo listens, but inside, he's adrift. Something has changed. His senses are sharper, sounds are clearer, colors more vibrant. He sees the winds of magic surrounding the shaman, swirling in hues of ochre and brown. The stone glows with invisible threads of power, drawing winds of many colors into itself, pulsing like a heart. It becomes clear to Cleo that this is visible only to himself and the shaman. Franz and Gerhardt mention that Blitzen has vanished, along with his apprentice, Ursula. The shaman barely reacts. Then he kneels before Cleo. "The stone has spoken to you," he says. "Granted you the second sight." Cleo nods, still unsure, still shaken. "You hear the world sing, but you do not know the tune." "Not yet," he pauses. "You stand at a crossroads, boy. Wild or leashed, you must choose. You cannot turn back. You cannot wander. You must choose a path in the light. Beyond it lies only death." Cleo asks, quietly, for guidance. The shaman rises. "I am bound by oath to show your kind the way. But I cannot walk it for you, and I cannot take you with me. I must go. The beasts are migrating. There are others to warn." He begins to stride toward the trees. "If your path holds, seek the Amber Hills, south of Altdorf. My brothers may find you." He stops, turns one last time. "When you find the old stargazer, tell him the hills remember him." And with that, he vanishes into the woods. Franz rushes to Cleo. "Are you all right?" Cleo exhales. "I think so." His voice is distant, changed. From behind them, a cough, a gasp. They turn to see Brother Thaddeus stirring, opening his eyes, blinking in the moonlight. "Sigmar protects," he rasps, with a weary smile. "The battle is over. For now." And that is where we're going to end this chapter. I am Brother Clavius of the Temple of Verena. Until next time, may truth prevail.